Hi everyone. Well, I picked up something that's kind of neat, at least for me who has an interest in 1970s calculators. This is a QuizKid racer. I looked it up. There's actually one in the Smithsonian, oddly enough. It's on their website. It says it was made from 1978 through and sold in various forms until about 81. This is a math tutor game. So it's got a battery in it, and I'm afraid I have turned it on. And let me just look here and see if you can see. Yeah, you can sort of. Let's zoom in a bit more. I'm kind of at the limit of this. Okay, so you get to pick a math game. So we'll pick addition, and we'll say fast. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and the light comes on for right. 9 plus 5 is, let's say, 12. Error, right? It'll show the correct answer. You can set it for slow or fast. There it says 14. Slow or fast seems to change everything it does. So 6 plus 2. You see, I was too slow, right? So it gives you some speed there, right? So it says 8. All right, so we'll try one more. 6 plus 2, so it asks again. Okay, so we've got 8. So 2 plus 8 is 10. Oh, it didn't seem to accept. Well, we might have some of the buttons aren't working quite right. Anyway, doesn't really matter. So this looks a lot like the design. Let's zoom back out a bit. This looks a lot like the design of calculators from the era. If we compare it to, let's see if I can find it here, to my Digimatic, which I just managed to turn on. Right, it's obviously heavier thing, but basic design is very similar. This looks a lot like a sort of TI keyboard from the era. In fact, this looks a lot like TI's 4-banger, except that it's much shorter, I think. Anyway, so let's have a look inside. It did come with a battery. I'm curious about, it says it was December 2018 is what it says on the battery. So do we have a manufacturing date? Sometimes it says, yeah. 2004 is the manufacturing date. So, yeah. I mean, these things, it feels a bit bulgy, but they don't tend to leak in these packages that much. And this looks fine, so let's figure out how to open it up. Screws under those, maybe? Let's see. Let's get a spudger. There's a spudger. Let's get a small Phillips screwdriver. Maybe that'll be the right size. So let's have a look under here and see if there are not, but there are tabs under there. It says made in Hong Kong along here. We expected from that era. Okay, so now we've got a small flat-plated screwdriver. Let's see if I can, how do these tabs look like they work? Maybe like that. Oh, hopefully I didn't break it. Let's try the other one. A little yellowing on this side of the case. You can see the original color on the bottom here. All right, there we go. Oh, it has an external power socket. I didn't notice that right here. We have a heat staked display and a heat staked little board with Is there any way I can lift this up to have a look on the other side? There's one. Let's see. Yeah, we can. All right. We'll zoom down so you can get a look at this chip. All right, I'm going to have to read it off the camera. It says NS Electronics Philippines, no joules. 034, no joules. Well, it does have a timer in it. There's a single green LED. Those I think would have been comparatively new in 78, at least on the market of something inexpensive like this. My memory is that they went, let's see, I can look at the website here. Yeah, they went for about $20 in 1978. We're down to $10 in 1981 in the Montgomery Ward, Canada catalog, according to the Smithsonian. So that's all there is to it. It's not actually any different than a device like this would be today. It's a single chip package attached directly to the board. Let me dust that now that we're here. One green LED and a matrix LED. Oops. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Not even a screw in the thing. So when everybody talks about electronics from the 70s being repairable and different, this is exactly how you would make something like this now. Just that the technologies have changed a little bit. Anyhow, I'll put this back together. Well, we can do that. Well, there's presumably a fair number of crunching noises. It is probably important to line this up here. Yeah. And then like that. The 2 feet go back in place. Like that. And like that. And we'll put our 2004 battery back in place. There we go. Battery cover. Hours of math learning fun available to us now. Six times 1. Oh boy, I'll never get that. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening.